Why are people saying Chelsea's going to lose to Fulham? We're on our villain arc and we're coming for top 10 in the table. We are ready to finally shut you haters up and you can shove your 15th place jokes up your arse. It's time for us to wake up. We're not going to be in the stimulus anymore. We put in a beautiful performance midweek against Brighton and I can't wait to see the look on your salty guys' faces when we do it again. We're the future Barcelona and we're ready to take over the world. So Fulham and all the salty rivals that we're living in your heads rent-free, be ready, because tomorrow you're getting a reality check. Chelsea are coming back.
Oh my gosh! What the fuck is going on? We actually won a football match. Is this real? Is this a dream? Because if it is, you better wake me up right fucking now. I can't believe it.
Vai te botar pra ralar. Oi, o Neymar não serve pra namorar. O Mano Pombo não serve pra namorar. Vinicius Júnior não serve pra namorar.
Wait, Arsenal lost to contact lenses, some random farmers, and Manchester United lost to Galatasaray, who are Saudi League quality. But I thought Chelsea was the banter club. Are you forgetting we've won back-to-back games? They told me it's only Fulham, yet these bottle jobs can't beat a 10-man Fulham at home. This level isn't for everyone. Who let these two banter clubs into the Champions League? They're embarrassing our country. Arsenal have failed to win anything big for the past 20 years and they told us that Super Mikel Arteta was going to take them back to the top. He's been there for nearly half a decade and you're still not competing at the top level. His biggest achievement is severely bottling the league. Put some respect on my club. Manchester United fans celebrating consolation goals from Højlund, acting as if they've got the next Haaland. Have some shame. You lost to a nobody. He's a fraud. Where is he when a game needs to be won? They laughed at us. We're only 1 point behind them. We're going to go above them very soon. And Manchester United's misery is going to continue. They're going to finish 12th this season. Why are people saying Chelsea's going to lose to Burnley? May I ask you a question? What kind of substances are you consuming? Because you're clearly not all there. We're still on our villain arc. We won our last 2 games in a row. The road to redemption continues. It's time for you to drop your agendas. It's been a hard year. I've been in the stimulus. I've been to the mental doctor. I've endured medicine. But it's time for change. And tomorrow, I think we will enter the top half of the table for the first time in a while. And then you can turn your attention to that joke of a club in Manchester, because they are going to the bottom half of the table. So it's time to stop using us as the subject for your banter. No more mid-table jokes, no more championship goats, no more future Wigan jokes, as we are the future Barcelona. And I'll be here waiting for all of your apologies, because the disrespect you've given to my club is scandalous. And I can't wait for you to start showing more respect to our players. The villain arc continues.
Holy shit! What the fuck is happening? Am I in a parallel world? Because if I am, you better take me back to my mom right fucking now. There's no way this shit is real. We scored 4 goals and won 3 games in a row. I love this club.
Vai te botar pra ralar. Oi, o Neymar não serve pra namorar. O Mano Pombo não serve pra namorar. Vinicius Júnior não serve pra namorar.
Why on earth are Arsenal fans getting quirky after beating Man City 1-0? Are you taking the piss? That was the jammiest shit I've seen in my life. Not only were Man City missing 2 of the best players in the world in De Bruyne and Rodri, but you scored the worst goal I've ever seen in my life. And Man City missing those 2 players had a whole ripple effect on the whole team. They had to completely change the way they play. I'm not in the mood for this. Now I have to hear the bullshit that's going to come out these Arsenal fans' mouths, how they think they're going to win the league now. Pipe down, you haven't beat Man City for what feels like a decade in the league. So be quiet, you little banter club that's won absolutely nothing big in the last 20 years. 1 jammy win. Now they're comparing the frauds in their team like Declan Bland Rice to some of the best players in the world. I don't know what is wrong with these Arsenal fans. Every year they get 1 jammy win and then they have a spike as if they've consumed substances. Every year we get the same delusion. Arsenal fans, pipe down. You're not winning the league. Wait, I remember when they said Chelsea was going to be fighting relegation. What absolute gibberish. Forget relegation. We might be back in the title race. How many points have we got? 11. How many points have first got? 20. That's only 9 points. You're telling me all we have to do to go top of the league is win 3 games? That should be easy. Have you seen how we've been playing? This was only 2 days ago. Don't let that dusty fluke win from Arsenal distract you from our world-class performance. We play like this every game. There's not a single team in the league that can stop us. Did you see Sterling? He was looking like prime Man City Sterling. And if he plays like that every game, no one will be able to stop him. Michael Jackson, he displayed why he has world-class potential. Did you see his Maradona spins and Cruyff turns? It was world-class, and a goal too. And Cole Palmer, he showed why he can be the next De Bruyne. You rivals better watch out, because we might be back in the title race. They called us a banter club. They laughed at us. Well, it's safe to say you're not laughing now, are you? 3 wins in a row and 3 world-class performances, yet you all laughed at me when I said we would rise to the top. I compared us to the likes of Real Madrid and Barcelona, and you all looked at me as if I was psycho and consuming substances. Well, all the doubters look like the stupid ones now. I used to call us the future Real Madrid. Right now, I wouldn't even be afraid for Chelsea to play them. In fact, I think we would beat them. What would we have to be afraid of? Bellingham's tap-ins. You think he's going to get chances like that against the rocks of Thiago Silva, Disasi, and generational Levi Colwill? That ain't no farmers from Mallorca. And Enzo Fernandez is clear of him. Tchouaméni, Caicedo's better than him. And Valverde, he's the Uruguayan Conor Gallagher. Don't get me started on who this guy is. He should be cleaning Michael Jackson's boots. Respect my club's world-class performances against Burnley, Brighton, who slapped around Manchester United, and Fulham. Chelsea are back. Now that we've all established that Chelsea is not a banter club, who is the banter club? You might be thinking, isn't Chelsea in 11th? That can only fool someone with brain cell deficiency. And if you haven't watched our last 3 games, I advise you to take a look. But if you don't like Chelsea, it's going to feel like a horror movie. 3 world-class performances. We're looking scary and penetrated everyone that was put in front of us. And playing like that, we're not afraid of anyone. Whereas Arsenal, their fans waited 7 years to get back into the Champions League just to get slapped around by contact lenses. Who even is that? Not to mention we scammed you 65 million for the German James Charles. What does he even do? He just floats around the pitch like a fairy. Arteta, this has to be one of the biggest frauds in football. Arsenal fans said he was going to bring them back to the top after their 20 years of misery. He spent 700 million, been there for nearly half a decade, and was won nothing big, whilst getting cooked by teams like contact lenses. It's clear now. Arsenal are a banter club.
You rivals can shove your 12th place jokes up your fucking ass, because the Champions League is coming back to Chelsea. We're signing Victor Osimhen. Hold that!
Arsenal fans, who the fuck do you think you are? Treating us as if we're some dusty team like Aston Villa. I'd be careful if I were you. Acting as if they're gonna wipe us off the floor, as if we're some small team. I know we've been struggling of late, like last season. But we will not let a smaller club like you belittle us. Start showing us a bit more respect. Why don't you put your Champions League on the table? Oh wait, you mugs sat there thinking you're gonna wipe the floor with us. One crusty charity shield and bottle job season, and you don't know how to act, thinking you're Real Madrid or something. Despite some of the handicap we've been put under, like clueless managers such as Lampard and Potter, you must remember we're on our villain arc, and in these big games we have a hunger and determination that makes us rise to the occasion. So I'd stop being so cocky if I were you. And I find it funny, they forget some of the world-class players we obtain that would walk into their team. I cannot wait for this game. People are always yapping on how Chelsea is such a laughing stock. Then they'll go on to how Real Madrid's the best club in the world. You know what? I don't even think they're all that. Chelsea are meant to be the laughing stock. Yet so many of our players would walk into the best club in the world. Jude Bellingham. They're going on how he's meant to be the best player in the world. Don't be so foolish. Enzo Fernandez is clear of it. Are you forgetting that game in the Champions League last season against Borussia Dortmund? Enzo Fernandez owned Bellingham. Not just that, but why don't you tell Bellingham to put his World Cup medal on the table? One player Real Madrid have better than Nkunku in his position. That's right, you can't. I know they have Vinny Jr., but when Mudryk fulfills his potential, he's going to be better than that system player. I'm taking Mudryk. He's the fastest player in the world. Levi Colwill, the next John Terry, he is on another level to Eder Militao. And don't even get me started on this guy Joselu and Valverde, the Uruguayan Conor Gallagher. So many of our players walk into Real Madrid, the best club in the world, yet we're supposed to be afraid of Arsenal. Do one, will you?
Would have rather the team get bent over sideways and tossed around for 90 minutes than throw away the game like that. We was world class, but one turn cost us the game. Robert Sanchez, get the fuck out my class. Arsenal, you can keep stroking away to your jammy 2-2 draw, because when Nkunku comes back, we're gonna be unstoppable. We'll see you at the Emirates. Champions League, here we come.
Why are Manchester United fans trying to banter Chelsea for bottling a 2-0 lead to Arsenal? Are you forgetting they gave you back shots? They absolutely penetrated you 3-1. Imagine letting a banter club like Arsenal, that's never won the Champions League, do that to you. How embarrassing. We dominated them when we played them, and the only reason we didn't get 3 points is because of the scandalous Robert Sanchez. He needs to be investigated. I remember Manchester United fans trying to laugh at Madrid and call him a flop. Well, now he has more goals than Rashford, Højlund and Antony combined this season. Respect my star boy. But you barely beat a championship level side in Sheffield United. What do you think is going to happen when you play Man City this weekend? You can keep flexing your above Chelsea trophy all you want, because come this weekend, you're not going to be above us anymore. But they tried to flex on us for stealing our star boy. But little did they know, we had something better cooking up. So Manchester United, humble yourselves, because you're embarrassing. I am sick and bored to death of these brain-dead, delusional rival fans. Why are Manchester United fans giving it the big nuts after beating Copenhagen? I don't even know who the fuck that is. So let me get this straight. You had to rely on a goal from Harry Maguire and a penalty save from that hologram Andre Onana just to beat this random-ass team Copenhagen. Yet Manchester United fans want to come online and give it the big un. Do you have no shame? Barely beat Sheffield United. Barely beat Copenhagen, and now Graham Potter's coming for them. Oh, this dusty club in Manchester is so finished. But Manchester United fans, I thought Qatar was coming to save you. It's okay, you've got the Graham Potter era coming. But don't stress, maybe one day he'll win you a Parabel Cup, since that's all your dusty club can seem to compete for nowadays. But I can't wait for this weekend. After Manchester United gets slapped around by Man City, Chelsea's time to finally go above them will be here. And that laugh is going to feel amazing. Why are people saying Chelsea's going to lose to Brentford? Are you dense in the head? Have they even played in the Champions League before? Forget the Champions League. I don't even think they've played in the Europa League. They're a small club. You really think a team like that is going to beat a world-class team like Chelsea? Chelsea are now back into the top 10 and we're ready to continue parkouring our way through this table. Our world-class signings like Moises Caicedo and Cole Palmer and Mykhailo Mudryk and Enzo Fernandez have been cooking, and we're ready to continue that by penetrating Brentford.
Dusty team like Brenford, put it up our fucking backside. You know what? I've had enough of this. Fuck being loyal. Fuck Chelsea. Fuck these players. I'm supporting Real Madrid.
The 4 biggest clubs in the world. Real Madrid, well of course, we're number 1. Barcelona, Chelsea. What are they doing there? Don't get me wrong, they have the potential to be in this list, but you cannot be top 4 with dusty ballers like Raheem Sterling, Conor Gallagher and Robert Sanchez. Those 3 are so crusty that they're not even good enough to play for Barcelona. You know what? Forget the top 4. Real Madrid should just be here alone. Tell me another team that has anywhere near 14 Champions Leagues and can attract world-class superstars like Vinicius Jr. and Jude Bellingham. We're the biggest club in the world. A la Madrid. Why do these dusty Barcelona fans think they're the biggest club in Spain? Did something go wrong when you was in your mother's wombs? Because there's clearly something wrong with you guys. You have to be lacking brain cells to think that. We've won 14 Champions Leagues. How many have you won? 5. We look down upon you. We piss all over 5 Champions Leagues. That's nothing. And Messi won 4 of those for you. What is your club without Messi? Probably worse than Atletico Madrid. Not just that, but we've won more La Ligas as well. We're literally clear of Barcelona. Every player in the world wants to join us. We can sign whoever we want, like we signed the best player in the world, Jude Bellingham, while Barcelona have to get their players from their academy because they're a brokey club. Spain is ours. A la Madrid. As a Madrid star, I come to speak facts. The GOAT debate is officially finished. Messi is miles clear of Ronaldo. You delusional Ronaldo fans need to get your head out of Ronaldo's arse and come to reality. Messi is infinity. 8 Ballon d'Ors, that's 3 more than Ronaldo, the most in history, excluding the fact that Ronaldo robbed 2 off of Messi. Not to mention Messi won a World Cup whilst Ronaldo was sitting on the bench for his country. It's time for you Ronaldo fans to stop meat riding and accept reality. Messi has more World Cups, more Ballon d'Ors, more Golden Boots, more Playmaker Awards, more FIFA's best. As a Madrid star, I present to you the greatest football has ever seen.